A book can be hard, but at least for me, it wasn't as hard as I've heard many other people say it as. I think that is more to do with my writing style, where I more or less take a more research based approach where I gather up all my sources, and what I'm simply there to do is to translate those sources to a wider audience, and to give my own, of course, trollish take while I'm doing that. I'm always been a bit of a overshooter when it comes to writing, meaning if someone tells me I only have to write 200 words, I'll go and make 5 or 600 words. So I do always sort of overshoot that, and that's just sort of how the way I roll with it. I've always been sort of into that sort of thing, and I would also like to just point out that at least the topics that I talk about, generally like politics and religion, these are topics that are very, while people say that you shouldn't talk about them, there's lots and lots of works on them. So there's a lot of resources that you can draw off of in order to make your points. And I think that's what it really comes down to. It comes down to, for one, finding the time to do the writing, and two, to just gather up all your resources and knowing how to translate it into a coherent narrative, which I think, I was able to do pretty well, given that I'd always dreamed of being an author, and it was amazing. It was considered a great achievement of mine that I was able to actually go through with it. I believe anyone can be an author if they just simply take the time and do it little by little. Well, that is all for today. This is Mr. Brass saying goodbye and get wise.